Hey guys, what's going on, dudes? It is David here. We're back with another video. Now, in this video, guys, we'll be discussing the quarterback battle that's going to be, or is currently going on between Desmond Ridder and Marcus Mariota for the Atlanta Falcons. Now, the preseason game for the Atlanta Falcons versus the New York Football Jets just finished up. The Falcons lost 24-16. But when it came to the quarterback play, it was kind of interesting because once Felipe Franks came into the game, it seemed like he was just Felipe Franks doesn't seem like he doesn't have that much throwing ability. It just seems like we're going to need him for his legs. I guess that's why we moved him to really a tight end. So I don't really understand that. But when it came to the other two QBs that are going to be battling out for the starting quarterback spot, because I honestly don't know if the quarterback spot has already been decided, and if it is, then fair play to Marcus Mariota. But from what I see in preseason, I'm starting to like Desmond Ridder a lot more. I mean, when it came to this game against the Jets, he was 10 for 13, 143 yards. He did not get a touchdown, though, compared to Marcus Mariota, who was 6 for 10, 132 yards, and one touchdown to Olamide Zaccheaus. But what I also got to say is that he made a couple very good throws. I love the throw that he did. That was a long pass to Kyle Pitts. But I also got to say this, Kyle Pitts is the reason why that Marcus Mariota may look good, because if you look at that throw that he throws to Kyle Pitts is running the route, and he's far ahead of the cornerback, and he has to pull back and catch it behind him in order to get the actual run and get a few more yards. So the pass was kind of short, and Kyle Pitts had to go back. So that's why Kyle Pitts is probably one of the best tight ends out in the NFL. But now when it came to the first game against the Detroit Lions, now obviously Marcus Mariota, it's preseason. He did not get that many reps in the first preseason game. What's really going to be interesting, is going to be the final preseason game, because I think that's where both quarterbacks are going to split the halves. So the first half is going to be Marcus Mariota, second half is going to be Desmond Ridder, and that's when we can truly see, and that's when I can finally put my final judgment on who I think should be the starting quarterback. But for right now, from what I've been seeing, because Desmond Ridder in the game against Detroit Lions, he wasn't as good as he was in the New York Jets game, but he was still pretty decent. 10 for 22, 133 yards, and 103 yards, my mistake, and 2 touchdowns. And considering that was his first official NFL game and he was just getting familiar with the system, I'd say that's okay for a rookie quarterback in Desmond Ridder, a third-round pick by the Atlanta Falcons. But this game against the New York Jets, he seemed a lot more comfortable in this position, and it seems why, because 10 for 13, 143 yards, 0 touchdowns. That's an alright game. I mean, I wish he had at least gotten a touchdown, but I mean, once it came past the second half, once the first half ended and it came in the second half, it seems the Falcons were just all about running the ball, because for the amount of times that the Falcons had the ball throughout the last 8 minutes in the fourth quarter, they were just rushing the ball. It was either them rushing the ball or Felipe Franks was running with the ball. But from what I see right now, based off in the second preseason game, it's going to be a very close battle between Marcus Mariota and Desmond Ridder. And when it comes to the final preseason game for the Atlanta Falcons against the Jacksonville Jaguars, that is going to be the game. And after the game, that's when I'm going to give my final full opinion on whether or not Desmond Ridder will beat Marcus Mariota for the starting job in the quarterback position, because Baker Mayfield just got announced as the starting quarterback for the Carolina Panthers. And if I say this, if Desmond Ridder goes out and outplays Marcus Mariota in that final game against the Jacksonville Jaguars and #1 pick overall in Trayvon Walker, then Desmond Ridder has to be the starting quarterback heading into Week 1 against the New Orleans Saints.